Creating a content calendar for a TikTok account focused on reviewing real estate listings involves a mix of regular content themes, creative video ideas, and strategic posting to engage the audience. Here's a month-long content calendar with various content types. Week 1. Introduction and property tours. On Monday. Post. Introduction to the account and what viewers can expect. Your background. What kind of listings you'll review, and some things of interest. Hashtags. Hashtag real estate, hashtag property review, hashtag new account. Tuesday. Post. Tour of a luxury apartment. Hashtags. Hashtag luxury living, hashtag apartment tour, hashtag real estate. Wednesday. Post. Tips for first-time homebuyers. Hashtags. Hashtag home buying tips, hashtag first-time buyer, hashtag real estate advice. Thursday. Post. Tour of a cozy, affordable house. Hashtags. Hashtag affordable housing, hashtag house tour, hashtag real estate. Friday. Post. Reviewing a listing from a different city. Hashtags. Hashtag city living, hashtag real estate tour, hashtag house hunting. Saturday. Post. Comparison video of two similar properties in different neighborhoods. Hashtags. Hashtag neighborhood comparison, hashtag real estate review, hashtag house tour. Sunday. Post. Q&A session answering followers' questions about real estate. Hashtags. Hashtag real estate cond, a hashtag ask me anything, hashtag property advice. Week 2. Themed content. Monday. Post. Unique architectural homes. Hashtags. Hashtag unique homes, hashtag architecture, hashtag home tour. Tuesday. Post. Behind the scenes of a property review. Hashtags. Hashtag behind the scenes, hashtag real estate review, hashtag property tour. Wednesday. Post. Review of a property with excellent amenities. Hashtags. Hashtag property amenities, hashtag real estate tour, hashtag luxury living. Thursday. Post. Fun facts about real estate. Hashtags. Hashtag real estate facts, hashtag did you know, hashtag property info. Friday. Post. Collaboration with a local real estate agent. Hashtags. Hashtag real estate agent, hashtag collab, hashtag property review. Saturday. Post. Tour of a historic home. Hashtags. Hashtag historic homes, hashtag home tour, hashtag real estate review. Sunday. Post. Highlighting the best features of the week's properties. Hashtags. Hashtag best of the week, hashtag property highlights, hashtag real estate. Week 3. Engaging and interactive content. Monday. Post. Budgeting tips for buying a home. Hashtags. Hashtag home buying tips, hashtag budgeting, hashtag real estate advice. Tuesday. Post. Tour of a beachfront property. Hashtags. Hashtag beachfront property, hashtag home tour, hashtag luxury living. Wednesday. Post. Fun DIY home improvement projects. Hashtags. Hashtag DIY projects, hashtag home improvement, hashtag real estate. Thursday. Post. Tour of a modern, smart home. Hashtags. Hashtag smart home, hashtag modern living, hashtag real estate review. Friday. Post. Review of a rental property. Hashtags. Hashtag rental property, hashtag real estate tour, hashtag property review. Saturday. Post. Home staging tips. Hashtags. Hashtag home staging, hashtag real estate tips, hashtag property advice. Sunday. Post. Poll asking followers which property they liked best this week. Hashtags. Hashtag real estate poll, hashtag property choice, hashtag house hunting. Week 4. Community and trends. Monday. Post. Community spotlight. Best neighborhoods to live in. Hashtags. Hashtag community spotlight, hashtag best neighborhoods, hashtag real estate. Tuesday. Post. Tour of a celebrity home, publicly listed. Hashtags. Hashtag celebrity home, hashtag house tour, hashtag luxury real estate. Wednesday. Post. Real estate market trends and insights. Hashtags. Hashtag market trends, hashtag real estate insights, hashtag property market. Thursday. Post. Tiny home tour. Hashtags. Hashtag tiny home, hashtag small space living, hashtag real estate. Friday. Post. Interview with a real estate investor. Hashtags. Hashtag real estate investor, hashtag interview, hashtag property investment. Saturday. Post. Fun real estate myths debunked. Hashtags. Hashtag real estate myths, hashtag debunked, hashtag property facts. Sunday. Post. Recap of the month's top properties and moments. Hashtags. Hashtag monthly recap, hashtag top properties, hashtag real estate highlights. Here are some general tips. Consistency. Post regularly at the same time each day to build an audience. Engagement. Respond to comments and messages to build a community. Trends. Keep an eye on trending hashtags and challenges on TikTok to incorporate them into your content. This content calendar can be adjusted based on audience feedback and engagement analytics. This is a proven method that can help you be successful in the real estate market. Hope this was helpful. Please leave any comments and leave me a like. Thanks for watching.